In the past weeks, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine have been devastating. The actions brought forward by Russia have caused major negative attention and have even killed people. And guess what? All of this is even happening in the midst of a pandemic. Financial implications caused by this conflict is huge. And I know that as a seasoned investor, you're probably asking yourself, is now the right time to invest? And worst, for the younger investors, you're probably thinking, yo, I shouldn't even invest at all. But before we start this conversation about investing and the chance of losing money, we should really look into ourselves and know that, yo, money is not all. And at the end of the day, people are losing their lives, and a life is more valuable than any investment. Wagwan money people, what's up future millionaires? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Demetress Fairman, and in this video, we're just going to have a discussion on some key points and opinions of mine that concern the implications of this conflict as it pertains to new investors and young investors. Particularly, should you invest? You may think that because we live in a small island and we're not affected by things that are happening in Europe, that it won't affect us. But let me tell you something. The world's markets are so connected that trouble in one area can affect everybody, especially the small people like us. The little islands, the people who depend on major economies like America for subsistence. So let's jump into the first point. How is the conflict going to affect stocks? In the US, the stock prices have been falling due to uncertainty of interest rate hikes and inflation. But since the news of this conflict between Russia and Ukraine, the stock market in the US has fallen even more. Boy, man, and look, I didn't get the chance to buy the dip. However, not all stocks have fallen, because you have the ETFs and the dividend stocks who have held firm throughout this news and uncertainty. But what is even more strange is that in the Jamaican market, nothing no budge all now. Like, the market has been holding firm, with even Fesco going up by 800%. So to me, the news and the negative information hasn't been priced into our stock market as yet, or maybe it even isn't going to be priced into our market. And the reason for this is that our market doesn't really follow the trends of the US market or the mentality or the mindset of the US market. So take that into consideration. But because the US market is so large and their stock market is so influential, I can't help but think that maybe it will affect us, but let's hope not. Let's see how it goes in the future. But as it pertains to the stock prices, whether they go up or down, to me, it's just the flip of a coin. Nobody knows where it will go. It's just that you have to do your research and feel confident in the stocks that you want to invest into. So the Jamaican stock market hasn't been reflecting what is going on in the global economy as yet. But you know what is reflecting the global economy in Jamaica? Commodities. And when we talk about commodities, don't think too large, just think about oil and wheat, because those prices have soared as it pertains to reduced supply from Russia. And what most people don't know is that Russia is one of the leading suppliers of wheat and the third highest oil and natural gas provider. Remember what I was saying, that the Jamaican stocks don't move to the news that's happening in Europe with the conflict right now? I was wrong, because the same time when I think Biden decided not to take any more gas from Russia, that was the same time that the Fesco price rallied up even more. So it was saying that because the supply is going to be low, the demand is going to be even higher. So more people just buy, 800%. Easy does it. But it's not even oil and wheat alone. You can look at gold. The price of gold has been steadily increasing, meaning that investors prefer to put their money in gold because gold has proven itself to be a safe hedge, a safe haven, a great storage of value over the years. I just wish that gold's noisy cousin got the memo and held its price. That noisy cousin I'm talking about is Bitcoin. Even though crypto is a new asset class and people are looking to it for the future, it has still been affected by what's going on right now with the current conflict. Bitcoin fell to approximately 34,000 when the news of the conflict came out. And even though Bitcoin is considered to be digital gold, it's still not fully adopted by people. It's not easily a transaction tool. It's not easily to be used as a currency, so people don't trust it as much to have as an investment hedge. People just prefer to have cash as their reserve. But you can't keep a good man down. Bitcoin, as of March, went back to approximately $40,000. As quick as he fell, he got right back up. And Ukraine is even using crypto as a means of donation to their efforts. So this means that there is still a need for decentralized currencies. And while nobody knows the future, I still think that it's good for you as an investor to diversify in this asset group. Investors seek security and returns on their investment. And this is why there is major news or huge conflict, the market reacts because they want to store their money in safe assets. Gold, cash, bonds, real estate. My opinion is that you shouldn't invest more than you can afford to, and you should invest in accordance to your risk appetite. Diversifying across investment types can help hedge risk, but it doesn't guarantee you that a loss won't happen. The future is unknown, but history has always proven itself that we always make it back to the market top over time by just investing consistently and for long periods. Therefore, I think that it's always a good time to invest once you have the extra cash to do so. It has been done, it has been executed, and it has been proven that time in the market never works in your favor. The best move that a seasoned investor or a new investor can do right now is just to dollar cost average into the market, into some stocks that we can easily understand their business model, and just ride out the market in its ups and its downs. Just make sure that we are properly diversified in these asset groups. And once we get the hang of it and we want to up our risk appetite even more, then we diversify into other high-risk asset groups. As always, it has been a pleasure, and I respect you guys for sitting here, listening to me, and learning more about this market as we evolve as investors going into the future to be future millionaires. If you want to open a US stock account and invest in some blue chip US stocks, then the link down below to sign up for Interactive Brokers is there for you guys. But if you don't want to sign up for US brokers, there are plenty out here in Jamaica. Just go to any bank and open an investment account. If you're on the path of diversifying into some high risk investments, then look down below for the cryptocurrency brokerages that you can sign up to. Thank you for investing, thank you for watching, thank you for loving this channel. My name is Demetress Fairman, and until next time, happy investing.